At the beginning of the drama, we see the female lead Xu Yu, who is a director of an operations department and is very talented. Xu Yu was doing her work along with having breakfast when she gets a call from her boyfriend, whose name is Yun Shi. They both had been in a relationship for the last 10 years. Yun Shi had become a very famous financial lawyer. He often tells Xu Yu, "Quit your job and get married," but she always ignored him. In the next scene, Ling Zhe had come to the company with his director Wang. Ling Zhe is the vice president of a very big company. Just then, Xu Yu was also passing through the same place. Xu Yu gets a call from her boss, so she intentionally hangs up, but Ling Zhe sees her. In the next scene, Xu Yu collides with a person. That person pushes Xu Yu onto Ling Zhe, but Ling Zhe supports her, and Xu Yu's lipstick gets on his shirt. Xu Yu starts to clean it, but Ling Zhe ignores her and leaves from there. In the next scene, Xu Yu gets a message from her friend Feng, who tells her, "Your boyfriend Yun Shi is cheating on you." And she also sends Xu Yu a picture in which Yun Shi is with a girl. Hearing this, Xu Yu breaks down, because she loved Yun Shi very much and couldn't even imagine something like this about their 10-year relationship. Now, Xu Yu goes to the washroom to relax herself when she gets a call from Yun Shi, who asks her to go for dinner at night. So Xu Yu also says yes to him. In the next scene, Xu Yu goes to dinner, and Yun Shi again makes false promises to her saying, "I will keep you happy," and also apologizes for his mistakes. Then Xu Yu tells him, "I have found out about your affair," and she throws wine in his face and leaves from there. In the next scene, Xu Yu, being upset, goes to a bar, and this bar belongs to Ling Zhe. Xu Yu plays a game there. The rule of this game is that whoever crosses the high score can make any request to the previous record maker, but Xu Yu doesn't know this. While drinking, she crosses the high score. Just then, Ling Zhe's friend comes and tells her the rule, whoever crosses the high score can make any request to the previous record maker. And Ling Zhe himself arrives there. He had made this score. Actually, Ling Zhe was also a guitarist and singer who sometimes performed at the bar. Now, being sad, Xu Yu had drunk a lot, due to which she was unconscious. Just then, Ling Zhe comes there and takes her with him. Now Ling Zhe asks Xu Yu for her home address, but Xu Yu didn't want to go home. She was very upset, so she starts telling Ling Zhe her whole story. "What all happened with me?" Hearing this, Ling Zhe starts to console her, but Xu Yu doesn't listen to him and tells Ling Zhe, "You have to agree to everything I say." In the next scene, Xu Yu wakes up and finds out that she slept in a hotel all night and Ling Zhe was also there. All of Xu Yu's clothes were scattered, and she is surprised to see all this, because she didn't remember anything that happened to her at night. In the next scene, Ling Zhe goes to the company with his manager, Wang and Feng. Xu Yu is shocked to see Ling Zhe. She didn't know that Ling Zhe was the new vice president here. Now they look at each other and react as if they have never met before. Now the meeting starts, and Ling Zhe is quite impressed by her way of working. After the meeting ends, Mr. Jai tells Xu Yu, "Accompany Ling Zhe outside." When Xu Yu goes to see Ling Zhe off, Ling Zhe repeatedly teases her about what happened that night, but Xu Yu ignores his words and leaves from there. In the next scene, Xu Yu goes to the same bar where she met Ling Zhe. Xu Yu gives an envelope to Ling Zhe's friend, telling her, "Please give this to Ling Zhe." The envelope contains the hotel money that Ling Zhe had asked her to give. In the next scene, at Yun Xi's request, Xu Yu goes to meet him. Yun Xi tries hard to convince Xu Yu, but Xu Yu doesn't agree with his words at all. In the next scene, Xu Yu meets Ling Zhe and tells him, forget about what happened that night, but Ling Zhe, instead of agreeing to her, starts teasing Xu Yu about the night's events. In the next scene, Ling Zhe's manager Wang meets Si Yu, who is the daughter of a very big businessman. Si Yu liked Ling Zhe a lot. In the next scene, when Xu Yu goes home, her younger brother Xu Wei returns after 4 years, having completed his graduation. He tells Xu Yu, "I completed a 5-year graduation in 4 years, and I received offers from many colleges for a master's degree, but I rejected them all and came home, because he wanted to work in the art field, but his dad didn't want this." In the next scene, Si Yu calls Ling Zi's friend Lisa and tells her to organize a mask party at the bar, requesting, "Make sure Ling Zi performs at the party." In the next scene, Feng comes to Xu Wei's house because Feng and Xu Yu had been together since school time, so she knew Xu Wei well too, and Xu Wei also liked Feng, but Feng didn't know this. Feng here requests Xu Yu to go to the mask party because she was thinking Xu Yu should find a good partner for her life. In the next scene, Xu Yu and Lisa go to the mask party. Ling Zhe also comes there. Now, everyone is given a special number. Then Lisa and Siyu announce the two numbers selected will be today's special couple. Siyu had planned all this beforehand. Now Lisa draws two numbers from it. Numbers 71 and 99 come out, one of which Siyu and Lingze have. Siyu is happy at first because she has number 99, but she mistakenly puts in number 66. Number 99 was received by Feng, so she exchanges her number with Shuyu and tells Chuyu, go forward. On the other hand, Lingze also wanted to stay away from all these things, but his friends didn't listen to him. Now when Lingze and Shuyu take off their masks, they are shocked to see each other. Lisa then ties their hands together and tells them, perform. Lingziu now holds Shuyu's hand and makes her play the guitar. Shuyu was finding all this very strange. In the next scene, Shu Wei was also standing outside, waiting for the party to end. He had come for Feng because he knew she would drink a lot. After the party ends, Shuyu tells Shu Wei to drop Feng home, where Feng, in a drunken state, tells him about Yunxi. Now Lingze calls Shuyu and asks her to come. Now Shuyu goes to meet him, and Lingze wanted to clarify to her what actually happened that night. He tells Shuyu everything. Then we see a past scene of how Shuyu, in a drunken state, crying, told Lingze her whole story and also told him, what all didn't I do for my boyfriend? And I loved him so much. After hearing all this, Lingze became a little sensitive towards her, so he couldn't see Shuyu like that. Then Shuyu throws water on Lingze and roams around him. Annoyed by Shuyu, Lingze tries to make her sleep on the bed, but Shuyu doesn't let go of him. Because of this, Lingze was now on top of her. Now Shuyu pushes him to remove her hand, and accidentally Lingze falls on top of her, and they end up kissing. Then Lingze goes to another room to dry his clothes. When he returns, he sees Shuyu had thrown her belongings and clothes here and there and had gone to sleep under a blanket. Now, in the present scene, Lingze clarifies everything and removes the misunderstanding. Then Lingze asks, how did you come to meet me so easily today? So Shuyu starts making an excuse. I just wanted to pay for the hotel room and also wanted to clear everything up. Then Shuyu says, let's keep a distance between us. But Lingze knew. Somewhere, Shuyu didn't want to do this. So Lingze asks Shuyu about this, but Shuyu doesn't give any answer to this and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to her house, where Feng tells him, why did I drink so much? I was very upset because I haven't found a good guy yet. Now Shu Wei remembers those moments when Feng got divorced and was very upset. She had said, I will not celebrate my 30th birthday alone, and I will find a good guy for myself before turning 30. Shu Wei was very concerned for her, so he completed his 5-year graduation in 4 years so that he could celebrate Feng's 30th birthday with her. In the next scene, the shooting starts, but the candidate selected for the main act refuses to do it. So Shuyu calls Lingze and asks him to do the act, but Lingze refuses. On the other side, the director rejects all the candidates, thinking none of them seemed suitable for the act. Just then, Lingze arrives there. The director is surprised to see him, thinking he is very handsome. Now, Shuyu also understands Lingze is also joking with me. Both look at each other and smile. Then the shooting starts. After the shooting ends, Shuyu says thanks to Lingze, and Lingze asks for a treat in return for his help. In the next scene, Lingze and Shuyu go for dinner. Just then, Shuyu gets a call from Mr. Zai, and she starts talking to him. Then, Lingze's gaze falls on Shuyu's legs, because Shuyu was wearing a very short dress, and Lingze didn't like that everyone was looking at her like that, so he takes off his coat and covers Shuyu's legs. Seeing all this, Shuyu feels awkward and doesn't understand what to say to Lingze. Now they are having dinner when Siyu sees them and takes a photo of Shuyu because she thought Shuyu was dating Lingze. In the next scene, Shuyu goes home and her mom and dad have also returned home. They had gone out for a few days. Shuyu's dad was a professor, so Shuyu and Yunxi were his students. Shuyu's dad trusted Yunxi a lot. He thought Yunxi was a very good boy. In the next scene, when Shuyu's dad goes to her room, he understands by looking at Shuyu's face. There must have been some problem between Yunxi and Shuyu. Dad thought Yunxi is the perfect partner for Shuyu, so he tells Shuyu, talk and solve the whole matter because he didn't want a breakup-like situation to arise between them. In the next scene, Shuyu meets Yunxi. Hearing his words, she becomes very emotional, and Shuyu thinks, I should give Yunxi another chance because I don't want to let go of 10 years of my life like this. In the next scene, Feng finds out about Shuyu's decision and tells her not to, but Shuyu doesn't listen to her. In the next scene, Lingze and Shuyu are talking in the office when Yunxi comes there to attend a meeting, so he also brings snacks for Shuyu. Shuyu now introduces Yunxi to Lingze. Then, Yunxi tells him, Zhu Yu is my girlfriend. Lingze didn't know that Yunxi was her boyfriend, and he felt strange hearing Yunxi's words because he didn't think that Zhu Yu would patch up with him. After Yunxi leaves, Lingze angrily tells Zhu Yu, congratulations, because he didn't think Zhu Yu's decision was right at all. Zhu Yu tells him, you don't need to worry about me. In the next scene, Siyu comes to meet Zhu Yu and starts shouting in front of everyone, but Zhu Yu takes her to the washroom and says, I have no interest in Lingze. But Siyu doesn't believe her at all and leaves after warning her. Now, while coming out of the washroom, Zhu Yu twists her foot and injures it. In the next scene, Zhu Yu goes to give a file to Lingze. Lingze sees her limping and asks her, how did you get this injury? And says, go to the doctor. But Zhu Yu doesn't listen to him, so Lingze forcibly takes her to the hospital. In the next scene, Zhu Yu is sitting in the hospital. She had a small fracture in her ankle, due to which she couldn't wear heels. Just then, Lingze brings shoes and food for her. He had found out that all this happened because of Siyu, so he says sorry to Zhu Yu. Lingze was very worried about Zhu Yu. He didn't like seeing her in pain. Now Lingze starts to put shoes on Zhu Yu. At first, Zhu Yu stops him, but then she doesn't say anything. Just then, Zhu Yu gets a call from Yunxi, and he asks her to pick him up from the hospital. So Zhu Yu tells Lingze, you should leave. Now Zhu Yu waits for Yunxi for a long time, but he doesn't come. Then, Yunxi messages Zhu Yu, I am busy with work. As soon as I am free, I will come to pick you up. Now Zhu Yu starts waiting for him outside the hospital, but Lingze was watching all this because he was very worried about Zhu Yu and knew that Yunxi didn't care much for Zhu Yu. So he takes his car and comes to Zhu Yu and asks her, where is your boyfriend? Because Zhu Yu wanted to stay away from him, she tells him, Yunxi will come to pick me up soon. Saying this, she starts to walk away, but Lingze gets out of his car and forcibly picks Zhu Yu up and puts her in his car because he knew Zhu Yu wouldn't listen to him. In the next scene, at Zhu Yu's request, Lingze drops her off at the office for overtime work. Now Zhu Yu says thanks to Lingze and asks, let's have lunch together. In the next scene, Xu Wei also takes Feng to dinner, and he had many things in his mind about Feng, but he couldn't propose to her. Now he was completely sure that he loved Feng. In the next scene, Yunxi sends crabs for Xu Yu and her team, which makes Xu Yu think this dish should also be given to Lingze, because he had helped a lot. In the next scene, Xu Yu goes to give crabs to Lingze. Siyu, original text says Lin Si, assuming Siyu for consistency or it's another character. Keeping Siyu if it's consistently used for her, or Lin Si if this is a new distinct character. For now, assuming typo for Siyu as she is an established character. If script meant Lin Si, translator would need to clarify. Let's proceed with Siyu for now, and note if Lin Si appears again distinctly. Had also come to meet Lingze. Seeing the crabs, Lingze becomes a little distressed and refuses to take them, and leaves from there without saying anything, which Xu Yu doesn't like. In the next scene, Lingze goes to Xu Yu, but Xu Yu ignores him. So Lingze forcibly takes her to the storeroom and tells her, I refuse to take the crabs because my mom used to make them, and after mom's death, I never ate crabs again. Xu Yu understands his point. In the next scene, Xu Yu goes to meet Lingze, and Wang tells her, Lingze has gone swimming. So Xu Yu also reaches there because she needed Lingze's help on a project. Now Lingze, instead of saying yes, starts approaching her because Xu Yu had told him to stay away. Xu Yu doesn't understand. What should I do? So she starts to step back and falls into the pool. Now Lingze quickly jumps into the pool and lifts Xu Yu in his arms and brings her out because Xu Yu didn't know how to swim. In the next scene, Feng goes on a blind date and talks to many guys. Just then, Xu Wei also comes there, and Feng scolds him and makes him sit aside. Finally, after talking to many guys, Feng likes a guy and goes for a walk outside with him. Xu Wei also follows them. At first, the guy talks nicely to Feng, but then he starts to harass her. As soon as Xu Wei sees this, he reaches there and beats up that guy. In the next scene, Feng takes Xu Wei to her house and applies medicine to him. Then Feng tells him, I want to get married again because my ex-husband is also getting married, and I want to find a partner even better than the one my ex-husband got. Even seeing her in this state, Xu Wei can't confess. In the next scene, Xu Yu was watching Lingze's ad shot on the screen, but then Xu Yu's foot twists and she sprains her ankle. Just then, she gets a call from Yunji, who had come to pick her up. On the other side, Wang tells Lingze, Xu Yu has gone to see the ad. Now Lingze calls Xu Yu, but her phone was off, so Lingze starts to worry a lot about her. So he quickly reaches Xu Yu, where they both sit for a while without talking to each other. Then Lingze holds her hand and brings her downstairs because she couldn't walk properly due to the sprain. Then Lingze also says, I will help with the project. Hearing this, Xu Yu is happy and says thanks to him. As they reach the ground floor, Yunxi was already there. In the next scene, on the way, Yunxi tells Yu, "I don't like you going near Lingze at all, so stay away from Lingze." Then, he forces Yu to go to dinner with him. Yu has to go with him unwillingly. In the next scene, as soon as they reach the dining area, Lingze and Mr. Luo, who is the company president, are already there. In the next scene, Wang tells Siyu, Yunxi is Shuyu's boyfriend. Hearing this, Siyu is very happy. In the next scene, Yunxi is showing off in front of Lingze, saying, "Shuyu is my girlfriend." Lingze was noticing Shuyu the entire lunchtime. He sees Yunxi didn't know Shuyu's likes and dislikes at all. When Yunxi puts a mustard piece on Shuyu's plate, she puts it aside. Seeing this, Lingze says, "I like a girl who doesn't like mustard." Hearing this, Shuyu intentionally eats the mustard piece, but she doesn't like it at all. So Lingze understands that Shuyu is doing all this intentionally. In the next scene, Shuyu goes to the washroom, and Lingze also follows her. He had also gotten a little drunk because he didn't like seeing Shuyu in this state, so he had drunk a lot. Now Lingze tries to make her understand. Don't force yourself like this. But Shuyu tells him, "Stay away." Just then, Yunxi also comes there looking for Shuyu. Hearing his voice, Shuyu starts to hide Lingze. Lingze also hides with her. Shuyu couldn't come out because Yunxi had arrived there and was checking each washroom one by one. But when he is about to check the last washroom, Yunxi gets a call and leaves from there. As soon as he leaves, Shuyu gets angry and leaves from there. Now, Lingze feels sorry to see Shuyu's life getting ruined because he cared for her a lot and also liked Shuyu. In the next scene, Lingze meets Shuyu and says, "Sorry for what happened that night." Shuyu tells him, "Maintain distance." Lingze unwillingly says, "Yes." In the next scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to a restaurant, but Feng's ex-husband and his girlfriend are also there, seeing whom Feng starts to feel uncomfortable. Seeing this, Shu Wei understands that Feng is not feeling good, so he introduces himself as Feng's boyfriend, and they leave from there. Feng feels a bit better due to Shu Wei's attitude. In the next scene, Yunxi introduces Shuyu to his mom. His mom was also thinking about their marriage, so Yunxi's and Shuyu's parents were forcing Shuyu to get married, but Shuyu was still confused about whether to marry Yunxi or not. In the next scene, Shuyu calls Yunxi to a restaurant. Shuyu was waiting for him, but Yunxi didn't want to go there because he knew Shuyu will ask him for time to think. So he tells Shuyu this lie, "I am busy with work." But Shuyu understands because he never scheduled meetings in the evening. So Shuyu clearly tells Yunxi, "I understand now, you intentionally don't want to talk to me." Yunxi doesn't give any answer to her words and cuts the call. Shuyu is very hurt by his behavior. In the next scene, Shuyu is carrying products when it starts raining, and all the products fall from Shuyu's hands and she doesn't have an umbrella. Just then, Lingze comes there with an umbrella and starts picking up the products with her. Then they both go to a shelter together. Lingze and Shuyu are very close to each other but can't say anything. They don't understand what to say, so they stand there silently the whole time. In the next scene, Shuyu finds out Lingze and Mr. Luo had a car accident. As soon as she hears this, she goes to the accident site and is very worried about Lingze. Shuyu can't see Lingze anywhere, so she calls him. Lingze didn't know that Shuyu was there, so he tells her, "I am perfectly fine and I am not hurt." But then he hears the sound of an ambulance on her phone, which was passing by her, from which he understands that Shuyu is there. Shuyu starts to leave from there, so Lingze gets out of the car and calls her loudly. Now Lingze sees Shuyu and hugs her. Shuyu also feels a little relieved to see him. For a while, she also hugs Lingze, but then Shuyu remembers that it's not right to be so close to Lingze, so she leaves from there. Now Lingze also decides, "I will maintain distance from Shuyu and will wait for her until she comes to me of her own will." In the next scene, Shuyu meets Yunxi and breaks up with him. Then Shuyu goes home and tells her mom and dad everything. Hearing her, dad gets angry with Shuyu. Just then, Shu Wei also arrives there, heavily drunk. His dad also gets angry with Shu Wei because drinking was not considered good in their culture. Dad now forces Shuyu to patch up with Yunxi and tells her, "If you don't come home." Then Shuyu leaves from there and Shu Wei also follows her and tells her the whole story. "I completed my graduation in 4 years because I wanted to celebrate Feng's 30th birthday." In the next scene, Shuyu, while going to the office with Feng, tells her about the breakup, and Lingze overhears this. So he gives Feng the day off so she can stay with Shuyu. Feng now goes to meet Shuyu, and Shuyu tells her Shu Wei completed his graduation in 4 years because he wanted to celebrate your birthday with you. Hearing this, Feng is surprised that Shu Wei remembers something from so many years ago. Now they are talking when Shuyu gets a call from Shu Wei, and he tells her, "Dad found out about me." Shuyu knew her dad would scold him a lot, so she sends Feng to her house. Thus, Feng goes home and saves Shu Wei. In the next scene, Ling Ze was going home in the evening when he sees Shu Yu outside the company, who was having a stomachache. Seeing her, Ling Ze, without saying anything, picks her up and puts her in the car. In the next scene, Shu Wei's dad also kicks him out of the house. He goes from there to a friend's studio because he had no other place to stay. In the next scene, Shu Wei was unwell but was still teaching children. Seeing this, his friend clicks a photo and sends it to Feng. Seeing the photo, Feng reaches the studio. In the next scene, Ling Ze makes a deal which requires him to take a leave from the company. Ling Ze is now sad and remembering his memories. Now we see a past scene where Ling Ze had participated in a school competition and the police take his dad away. Now we see the present scene where Ling Ze goes to Shu Yu. She is very happy and dancing because she had bought a new apartment. Then, seeing Ling Ze, she gets back to her work. Then Ling Ze goes to her and says, "My mood is not good today, and I will spend the whole day with you." Hearing this, Shu Yu also gets emotional and takes him to a park. They both have a lot of fun here. Then Ling Ze tells her the reason for his bad mood, and Shu Yu says, "You made the absolutely right decision." But Ling Ze doesn't tell anything about his family. In the next scene, Feng takes Shu Wei to her house and says, "You can stay at my house?" Hearing this, he is very happy. Just then, Shu Yu also comes there because she had also been living at Feng's house for so many days. Then, Shu Yu tells Feng about Ling Ze. In the next scene, Feng and Shu Wei go to set up Shu Yu's new apartment. Now, Ling Ze is doing his work when he starts hearing very loud music. Actually, it was Shu Yu, Feng, and Shu Wei who were having a lot of fun. They didn't know the house Shu Yu bought is next to Ling Ze's house. Ling Ze didn't know that Shu Yu had come to live there, so he complains about them. The next day, Ling Ze complains again because she had left some boxes in the apartment's gallery. Now Shu Yu is removing those boxes when Ling Ze comes out, and both are surprised to see each other. Ling Ze was very happy inwardly, but Shu Yu was not in the mood to be his neighbor. In the next scene, she tells Feng about this. Feng takes her for a swim. They didn't know that Ling Ze had also come there. Shu Yu felt very uncomfortable seeing Ling Ze and tried to ignore him. Feng starts swimming. Since Shu Yu didn't know how to swim, she sits by the side of the pool. Just then, a person comes there. Ling Ze was sitting and watching all this. He absolutely didn't like any other person seeing her in a short dress. So he quickly comes there and, on the pretext of talking, takes her to the changing room where he gives her a towel to cover herself. In the next scene, Siyu and Wang also keep planning how to impress Ling Ze. But because of this, they both come close to each other, and Wang starts to like Siyu. But he doesn't say anything about it and keeps trying to get Siyu close to Ling Ze. In the next scene, Shu Yu was walking angrily in the rain when she meets Ling Ze on the way, who asks her, "Why are you upset?" But she doesn't tell him anything. Then Ling Ze takes her to a secret place where he used to go when he was sad. Now he takes Shu Yu to a phone booth and says, "Whatever is in your heart, whatever you can't say to anyone, say all those things to yourself through this phone." Shu Yu does so and says everything on her mind. Now Shu Yu feels proud of this because she did what her heart said and not according to people. Ling Ze was waiting for her. As soon as Shu Yu comes out, Ling Ze hugs her. Shu Yu also felt very relaxed now. They both now sit on a bench where Ling Ze tells Shu Yu, "I was waiting for your final decision, but now I can't wait anymore." Then he tells Shu Yu, "Come to the bar tomorrow." Shu Yu coming to the bar meant that she was ready for the relationship with Ling Ze. So Ling Ze books a special table for Shu Yu at the bar. On the other side, Shu Yu had also gotten ready to go to the bar. In the next scene, Ling Ze starts his performance. Now the performance ends, but Shu Yu doesn't arrive there. Then we see a past scene where Shu Yu had come to the bar before Ling Ze arrived. There, she found a diary on the counter in which names of many girls were written. Shu Yu's name was also there, with which it was written, "Shu Yu is a girl who doesn't like challenges." Just then, Siyu comes there and tells Shu Yu, "These are the names of all the girls who like Ling Ze." Hearing this, Shu Yu thinks Ling Ze wrote all of this himself. Now she concludes Ling Ze is a playboy and leaves from there. Now, in the present scene, Ling Ze asks Shu Yu the reason for not coming to the bar, but Shu Yu doesn't tell him anything and says, "Stay away from me," because she didn't want to get hurt again. Ling Ze also doesn't understand why Shu Yu is behaving like this. In the next scene, Shu Yu goes to dinner with Feng. She drinks a lot there because she didn't want to stay away from Ling Ze. Now, seeing her in such a state, Feng puts Shu Yu in a cab and sends her home, where Shu Yu reaches the apartment, but instead of the apartment goes to the park. The guard there tells Shu Yu, "Go home," but she doesn't listen to anything. Shu Yu, drunk, calls Ling Ze and summons him there. Ling Ze takes her to his flat and makes her sleep there. In the next scene, Ling Ze asks Shu Yu for a clear answer, so Shu Yu says, "You are a playboy, and I don't want to be in a relationship with you." Hearing this, Ling Ze is very hurt, and they also have an argument. In the next scene, Yunxi calls Shu Yu to the hospital because his mom was having surgery. and she wanted to meet Xu Yu first, as she didn't know about the breakup. In the next scene, Siyu again gets ready and comes to meet Lingze, but Lingze ignores her, and in this process, Siyu injures her foot, so Lingze takes her to the hospital. Yunxi and Xu Yu are also there. Xu Yu feels uncomfortable seeing Siyu and Lingze here. Then Siyu says, "I am dating Lingze." Hearing this, Lingze leaves from there and tells Wang, "Drop Siyu home." In the next scene, Yunxi asks Xu Yu, "Let's do a wedding shoot," because his mom wanted to get the shoot done before her surgery. Xu Yu also agrees to this. In the next scene, Xu Yu is getting ready and doing a photo shoot when Lingze sees Xu Yu with Yunxi and doesn't feel good at all. Xu Yu also doesn't feel good seeing him, but Lingze leaves from there. In the next scene, Feng gets a fever. When Xu Wei finds out about this, he doesn't let her go to the office and takes care of her. He was trying his best to keep Feng away from past memories and make her happy, but now Feng had realized that Xu Wei liked her. But Feng didn't want to accept this because they were not of the same age, and she considered Xu Wei her younger brother. In the next scene, Xu Yu was celebrating the success of her project when Mr. Zhai gives her a reward to go to a place and also says, "Take Lingze with you." Now, Xu Yu, at Mr. Zhai's behest, asks Lingze, "Come with me?" But Lingze refuses, saying, "I don't have time." Xu Yu hadn't thought he would refuse her, so she leaves from there. In the next scene, Feng gets a message to come to a party and her ex-husband was also going to be at that party, who had also married his ex-girlfriend. So Feng didn't want to go in front of her husband because she hadn't married yet. Xu Wei explains to Feng, "Until you face the past, you cannot move on. That's why you should go to the dinner." In the next scene, Xu Yu and her team reach the place where Mr. Zhai had sent them for a holiday. Feng had given Xu Yu a beautiful dress so she could impress someone. On the other side, Lingze had also arrived there, but Xu Yu didn't know this. Now Xu Yu is shocked to see Lingze, but Siyu had also followed Lingze there. In the next scene, Feng also reaches the classmates' party, but Xu Wei hadn't arrived there yet. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Feng's ex-husband's wife starts making fun of her. Just then, Xu Wei also arrives there and everyone starts looking at him because he was quite good-looking. Xu Wei now gifts Feng a painting he made with his own hands, in which there was a very good painting of Feng. Seeing this, his ex-husband's wife gets very jealous, but Feng is very happy. In the next scene, Xu Yu and Lingze were roasting sausages when Xu Yu's finger touches the hot pan, and she quickly throws water on it. Now Xu Yu was hurt, but Lingze was more worried about her, so he comes to Xu Yu to help her and asks her, "Do you really think I am some playboy?" Xu Yu doesn't answer, but just then, Siyu comes there. But as soon as she arrives, Lingze leaves from there. So Siyu tells Xu Yu, "I will try my best to win Lingze's heart tonight." Hearing this, Xu Yu says, "You were the one who told me Lingze is a playboy." Siyu says, "Oh, I was just kidding," and Lingze's friend wrote all those names. Hearing this, Xu Yu doesn't feel good because she had taken the joke seriously and considered Lingze a playboy and had been trying to ignore him for so long. In the next scene, everyone plays a game planned by Wang and Siyu. According to the game's rules, Lingze had to kiss Siyu, hearing which, Xu Yu thinks Lingze will really kiss her. So she starts feeling uncomfortable and leaves from there, making an excuse of a call. Lingze knew that Xu Yu had intentionally left from there, so he also goes after her, but Siyu doesn't like seeing all this at all. Lingze tells Xu Yu, "I like you, and I know you like me too." Then he clarifies, "It's not like what you are thinking." Now all of Xu Yu's doubts were also cleared, so she gives Lingze a positive smile. Seeing this, Lingze kisses her. In the next scene, Feng drinks a lot, and in her drunken state, she asks Xu Wei, "Do you like me?" As soon as Xu Wei says yes, Feng falls on him and kisses him. In the next scene, Siyu, wearing a very hot nightie, goes towards Lingze's room, but Lingze wasn't there. He was still with Xu Yu. Then he gives Xu Yu a gift that he had specially bought for Xu Yu. They both now spend the whole night together, and Lingze sleeps in Xu Yu's room instead of his own. The next morning, Siyu reaches Xu Yu's room to check, because when she went to Lingze's room, he wasn't there, so Siyu doubted that Lingze would be with Xu Yu. Seeing Siyu there, Xu Yu quickly hides Lingze in the cupboard because she didn't want to tell anyone yet that she was in a relationship with Lingze, because Xu Yu feared that people's opinions might affect their relationship. Now Siyu leaves from there, and she tells Lingze everything. Lingze also agrees for her happiness. "We will keep our relationship secret." In the next scene, Xu Wei is reminding Feng about what happened between them last night, but Feng had forgotten everything and doesn't give any positive response. Seeing this, Xu Wei is hurt. Now Feng understood that it wasn't right for Xu Wei to stay, so she books an apartment for him and forcibly starts sending him there. Just then, Shu Wei confesses his feelings, but Feng tries to ignore his words and sends him away from there. Shu Wei is very sad. Now after he leaves, Feng opens her fridge and sees that Shu Wei had prepared food for her for 3 days. Seeing all this, Feng feels bad because she also didn't want to send him away, but she was helpless due to their age difference and family relations. In the next scene, Shu Yu invites Ling Zhe for dinner. Si Yu sees all this. Now after Ling Zhe leaves, Si Yu gets angry with Shu Yu because Shu Yu had hidden from her that she was dating Ling Zhe. In the next scene, Si Yu calls Wang because she was very sad. Now Wang goes back to the office and his mood was also bad, and he talks to Ling Zhe. Even after Si Yu got injured, Ling Zhe wasn't caring about her feelings at all. But Ling Zhe had found out Wang has started liking Si Yu. So he tells Wang, if you like Si Yu, then tell her. Why don't you? In the next scene, Ling Zhe invites Shu Yu to a party where very big businessmen were going to come. In the next scene, Shu Yu gets ready, wearing the dress given by Ling Zhe. Just then, she gets a call from Yun Shi. On the other side, Si Yu goes to Ling Zhe and says, "What do I lack that you didn't choose me?" Ling Zhe says, "There's a world of difference between you and Shu Yu." Hearing this, Si Yu starts insulting Shu Yu, but Ling Zhe doesn't let her say anything. In the next scene, Shu Yu was in the hospital because Yun Shi's mom's surgery was about to start in some time, and she wanted to meet Shu Yu. So Shu Yu goes to the hospital instead of the party. But when Ling Zhe gets Shu Yu's message, he brings food to the hospital. But when he sees Yun Shi and Shu Yu together, he gives the food at the reception and leaves from there. In the next scene, Si Yu was also very sad on the roadside. Just then, Wang comes there and carries Si Yu on his back and takes her home and tries to make her understand. Ling Zhe genuinely loves Shu Yu, but Si Yu gets angry with him too and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu reaches the office and meets Ling Zhe, where they are very happy to see each other and kiss each other. In the next scene, Shu Wei was making Feng's painting when he hears Feng's voice, who had come to meet him. As soon as Shu Wei hears Feng's voice, he starts to go out when a candle falls and the painting catches fire. He gets scared seeing the painting. He didn't want Feng's painting to burn, so he tries to extinguish the fire, but the fire had spread a lot. Just then, Feng comes there and tries to stop him. She is shocked to see how much Shu Wei tried to save my painting, seeing which she realizes he loves me very much. In the next scene, Yun Shi was committing fraud with the manager of the company Ling Zhe had invested in, and he was doing all this because he wanted to get Ling Zhe out of the company and get Shu Yu back. In the next scene, Ling Zhe was checking company documents and felt something was wrong, so he tells Wang to check again. In the next scene, Feng goes to an amusement park with Shu Wei. Shu Wei had always wanted to go there because when he was young, he used to come with Shu Yu and Feng. Shu Wei says, "I like you, but I won't force you to be in a relationship, and I will wait until you come to me." Hearing this, Feng gets sad because she had also started liking him, but Shu Wei didn't know this. In the next scene, Shu Wei goes to Shu Yu's apartment for dinner, but Ling Zhe was already there. Shu Yu doesn't tell Shu Wei about her relationship because she needed a little more time. In the next scene, Ling Zhe tells his company's director about the irregularities in the investment company, and Ling Zhe couldn't understand what was wrong. The director tells him, "Take help from this person." When the director gives Ling Zhe the card, Ling Zhe becomes a little unstable. In the next scene, the person Ling Zhe was going to take help from enters, and it's none other than Ling Zhe's ex-girlfriend, whose name was Tang, who had left Ling Zhe a few years ago. Now Ling Zhe had come to meet her at a hotel. Tang had married a big businessman because she wanted to become a big businesswoman through his money. Now she had become a businesswoman and had also divorced the person for whom she had left Ling Zhe. Like Ling Zhe, Tang was also a very smart and skilled businesswoman, so Luo had told him to take help from Tang. Now Ling Zhe knew that Tang wouldn't work without profit, so he offers her company shares, but Tang refuses and wanted something else from him. Ling Zhe understands. She wants to get close to me again, so Ling Zhe ignores her and leaves. In the next scene, Ling Zhe goes to meet Shu Yu because she was unwell. Ling Zhe takes great care of Shu Yu. Just then, Ling Zhe gets a call from Wang, who tells him Si Yu has gone somewhere. So Ling Zhe and Shu Yu go with Wang to find her. In the next scene, Si Yu had gone to the island where she met Ling Zhe and was remembering the memory. Then we see a past scene where Si Yu and Ling Zhe had come to the same restaurant. The food Si Yu orders was already ordered by Ling Zhe, and it was the last piece. So Si Yu goes to Ling Zhe and says, "Give me that dish. In return, I will get you a whole meal free." But Ling Zhe refuses her, so Si Yu goes back to her table. But after a while, the waiter brings the same dish to Si Yu, and Ling Zhe himself himself had sent this dish for her and had left from there. Siyu is impressed by Ling Ze's behavior, but Ling Ze was not interested in her at all. Now, in the present scene, Siyu understands. I cannot forcibly make Ling Ze mine, and Ling Ze only likes Xu Yu. Now, Ling Ze, Xu Yu, and Wang had also reached the island where Siyu requests Ling Ze, have lunch with me one last time. Now Siyu orders the same dish for Ling Ze that Ling Ze had ordered for her. Now Siyu tells him, after today, I will never come after you again. With this, everything is resolved. In the next scene, Shu Wei is painting for the company. Feng doesn't like this at all. She gets angry with him. Shu Wei tries to pacify her, but Feng gets in the car and leaves from there. So Shu Wei also chases her and rides his cycle very fast, but Feng's car speed was very high. So Shu Wei gets tired and sits down, very sad. But just then, Feng arrives there, seeing whom Shu Wei is happy and explains to her, I wanted to do something for you. So Feng tells him, don't do these small jobs, and kisses Shu Wei, meaning she had now accepted Shu Wei's love. In the next scene, Tang goes to Ling Ze's cabin and gets close to him on the pretext of putting on his tie. Now Feng also comes to the office, and Wang tells her about Tong. So Feng goes to Ling Ze and tells Tong, leave from here. But Ling Ze was ignoring her words. Then Feng tells Ling Ze, if you cheat on Xu Yu, it will not be good for you at all. Ling Ze tells her, I will never break Xu Yu's trust. In the next scene, Ling Ze had invited Xu Yu to the bar to watch his performance. Tang arrives there. Ling Ze's friends are not at all happy to see her. They ask Tang, what have you come here to do? Just then, Ling Ze starts introducing Xu Yu to everyone, and Ling Ze's friends also start calling Xu Yu sister-in-law to make Tang feel jealous. Tang also understands Xu Yu and Ling Ze are in a relationship. Then Tang starts telling Xu Yu that she was the one who introduced Ling Ze to the bar when Tang and Ling Ze started getting close 10 years ago, and she had made a plan with her other friends. But everyone was very angry with Tang for leaving without telling. Now Ling Ze starts his performance and first introduces Xu Yu. After the performance ends, a boy from the audience recognizes Tang, and he, being a fan of singing, asks Tang, please perform. But Ling Ze didn't want to perform with her. But on Lisa's insistence, please agree. He agrees. Now Tang intentionally sings the song that Ling Ze had written for her. Seeing this, Xu Yu feels uncomfortable and leaves from there without telling anyone. In the next scene, Ling Ze goes to meet Xu Yu and makes Xu Yu feel comfortable, saying, whatever was between Tang and me was in the past, and now all of that is over. In the next scene, Feng is doing office work at her home, and Xu Wei is preparing lunch for her. Now they both start kissing each other when Xu Yu comes there and sees them kissing. Xu Yu can't believe it, thinking, Xu Wei and Feng are in a relationship? Now Xu Wei tells her, we are both serious. So Xu Yu leaves from there angrily because neither of them had told her. Now Xu Wei and Feng try to pacify Xu Yu, but she doesn't listen to them and leaves from there. In the next scene, Tang calls Ling Ze and tries to trap him with her words, but Ling Ze ignores her. In the next scene, Ling Ze takes Xu Yu to dinner with his bar friends. Just then, he gets a call from Tang, who calls him to meet on the pretext of work, due to which Ling Ze has to leave the dinner unwillingly. In the next scene, Tang discusses the fraud with Ling Ze. After the work is finished, Ling Ze tells her, you can leave now. But just then, Tang has an asthma attack, and she hadn't brought her inhaler with her. Ling Ze thinks she genuinely had an asthma attack, but he doesn't understand. What should I do? So he starts to loosen the lace of her top so she can breathe. Just then, Xu Yu also comes there and opens Tang's top. As soon as Tang sees Xu Yu, she becomes fine because she was faking the attack, but she had done it to attract Ling Ze. Now, Xu Yu insults her and takes Ling Ze away from there. In the next scene, Siyu goes for a walk with Wang. Now she tells him, let's end our contact, because she didn't get what she had sought Wang's help for. Hearing this, Wang doesn't feel good because he liked Siyu and didn't want to leave her. But Siyu also liked Wang, but she didn't know that Wang also liked her, and she thought, Wang probably doesn't want to be in this relationship either. Then Siyu takes Wang to a glass bridge, but Wang was scared to walk on the bridge, so Siyu fakes a sprained ankle to bring him onto the bridge. Seeing Siyu in pain, Wang quickly comes to her, but now Siyu's foot slips, and she falls on top of Wang, where they end up kissing, which makes Siyu blush and leave from there. In the next scene, Ling Ze had a meeting with Tang, and he had to go out with Tang for a day, for which Xu Yu also gives him permission. In the next scene, Xu Wei doesn't like seeing Feng working at all because he hadn't been able to achieve anything for Feng. So he takes his painting to an artist. The artist tells him to keep his painting and also says, if someone likes this painting, I will display your painting in the upcoming exhibition in Paris. In the next scene, Siyu goes to a village to meet Wang because he wasn't picking up her calls. Wang was trying to stay away from her because he thought, Siyu is a girl from a wealthy family. She won't be able to adjust with me. In the next scene, Lingze is on a business trip with Tang. Just then, Shuyu comes there. Lingze is very happy to see her because today was Lingze's birthday, so she had come wearing a beautiful white dress for him. Then Lingze meets Shuyu and goes to his meeting. In the next scene, Shuyu starts preparing a surprise for Lingze. She also arranges a band for Lingze, and Shuyu had also written a song for Lingze. Now Shuyu waits a lot for Lingze, but he doesn't come. In the next scene, Lingze had brought Tang to the hospital because she had an asthma attack. He stays with her till night, but when Tang's condition improves, he immediately comes to Shuyu, where Shuyu was still waiting for him. Lingze is happy to see the decoration and even happier to hear Shuyu's song. But as the waiter brings the cake, Shuyu says, "Happy birthday!" Seeing this, Lingze becomes unstable and leaves from there without saying anything. Just then, the box he had placed on the table falls from his hand, in which Shuyu had brought a mug she made for him with her own hands. Shuyu doesn't understand. Why is he behaving like this? Now, when she picks up the box and looks, the mug was broken, which makes Shuyu upset. In the next scene, Lingze starts remembering his past memories. Then we see a past scene when Lingze had participated in a piano competition, and his mom and dad had also come to see it. But just then, the police take Lingze's dad away, and after that, Lingze's mom also dies. Now, in the present scene, Lingze, after feeling a bit better, goes back to Shuyu, but there he sees the broken mug. Seeing it, he calls Shuyu, but Shuyu was very hurt, so she takes her belongings and leaves for home and tells Lingze a lie. "Mr. Zhai has called me for a meeting tomorrow, so I came." In the next scene, Wang meets Siyu. Even after so much effort, he couldn't stay away from her, so he doesn't propose to her, but definitely shows that he also likes her, which makes Siyu very happy. In the next scene, Shuyu plays a game with Lisa at the bar. Then Shuyu tells her everything. Lisa says, once Lingze, when he was drunk, mentioned that on the day of his birthday, the police took his dad away. And what happened after that? I don't know. And after that day, Lingze has never celebrated his birthday till today. So Shuyu also wanted to know the reason for this. In the next scene, Shu Wei also reaches the artist with his painting, and the painting is put up in the exhibition, but the artist doesn't particularly like the painting, so Shu Wei gets sad. In the next scene, Lingze tells Shu Yu, "After my dad was taken by the police, my mom went into depression and my mom committed suicide. That's why, after that, I have never celebrated my birthday till today, because all these bad memories come back to him." Hearing all this, Shu Yu makes Lingze feel comfortable, and now she was not angry with him either. In the next scene, Shu Wei tells Feng, "The artist rejected my painting," but after that, he becomes happy. Now we see a past scene when Shu Wei was returning after leaving the painting. Just then, a person comes and asks, "Who made this painting?" Actually, he was a very big artist, and he gets this painting displayed in the exhibition happening in Paris, which makes Shu Wei very happy, and he accepts the offer. Now, in the present scene, Shu Wei takes Feng to see the painting, and he himself also chooses a dress for Feng. Now, when they go to see the painting, everyone was praising Feng because Shu Wei's painting was the main attraction of the whole exhibition. Feng now goes and sees the painting and is shocked because Shu Wei had made her painting. Seeing all this, she gets very emotional. In the next scene, Tang calls Lingze and reminds him of past memories, but Lingze says, "I will not fall for your words, and I like Shu Yu very much." Hearing this, Tang says, "You can go," because she understood that she was now very far from Lingze and was wasting her time. In the next scene, Tang invites all her friends for dinner, but everyone was still angry with her, so she explains the whole thing. "If I hadn't done all this, I wouldn't have had any future." But everyone decides that whatever happened, they should remember it as a memory, and they forgive Tang. Now, after dinner, Tang leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Wei had received a call from someone who wanted to purchase the painting and was ready to pay a high amount for it. Hearing all this, Shu Wei is very happy. In the next scene, when Shu Yu's dad finds out about Lingze, he gets angry with Shu Yu. Now Shu Yu's dad goes to meet Lingze. At first, dad talks strictly to Lingze, but then he talks to him nicely. Now, after drinking, they both behave like friends with each other. In the next scene, Shu Yu's dad takes lunch for her. He is very happy to see Shu Yu's cabin because he loved Shu Yu very much. Now, because Shu Yu is in a meeting, Dad can't meet her, so Dad leaves the lunch on the table and goes from there. Now, Shu Yu sees the lunch on the table and calls her mom. Then she finds out the whole story. "Your dad had brought a lunchbox for you." Hearing this, she is happy. Now Dad tells Shu Yu, "Invite Lingze home." In the next scene, Shu Yu takes Lingze to her house where Shu Yu's dad likes Lingze a lot. After a while, Feng and Shu Wei also arrive there, and everyone has lunch together. Now, Shu Yu shows Lingze her room. On the other side, Feng and Shu Wei were roaming around, where Shu Wei starts kissing Feng, But Shu Wei's dad sees this scene and is shocked because he considered Feng Shu Wei's sister. Now dad starts beating Shu Wei, and dad was not yet ready to accept this relationship. In the next scene, Ling Ze goes to a New Year party, where Shu Yu also goes wearing a beautiful dress. Now Ling Ze calls Shu Yu to the terrace, where Shu Yu gives him a diary, and Ling Ze also gives her his mom's bracelet. Then, they both kiss each other. In the next scene, Yunxi knew about Shu Yu and Ling Ze's relationship. All of Yunxi's plans had failed, but he still puts a spy behind Shu Yu and Ling Ze, who secretly clicks their photo. Now Yunxi posts their photo on the internet and writes, Shu Yu made a physical relationship with Ling Ze for her own benefit, and Ling Ze was also interested in Shu Yu. When everyone finds out about this, their image is greatly affected. In the next scene, Mr. Zai stops the project for a few days, and because of this news, no one was willing to invest in this company, which meant Ling Ze's job could be at risk. In the next scene, Feng and Shu Wei think Shu Yu's mood will be bad because of this news, so they go to her apartment to cheer her up and make dinner for her. But Shu Yu's mood is not bad because she and Ling Ze are perfectly fine and stand by each other in every situation. Besides, Ling Ze already knew that Yunxi was behind all this. In the next scene, Shu Yu's dad meets Ling Ze and tells him, "Whatever happens, I am with you. Now you are also a member of our family." Hearing this, Ling Ze gets emotional because he hadn't thought, "I would get so much love and support from Shu Yu's family." In the next scene, Ling Ze was somehow trying to fix everything. He was facing all this alone, which Shu Yu didn't like, and she plans a surprise for Ling Ze. In the next scene, Lisa calls Ling Ze and asks him to come to the bar. Only Shu Yu and Ling Ze's friends were at the bar. Shu Yu sings a song for Ling Ze here and proposes to him, but Ling Ze doesn't give any answer to her proposal because he was thinking, if my job is gone, how will I take care of Shu Yu? So he doesn't accept the proposal and wants to fix everything first. Seeing all this, Shu Yu gets upset, but she doesn't let Ling Ze feel it. In the next scene, Shu Yu knew there must be a reason behind not accepting the proposal, so she is not very angry with him, but she was feeling a little bad. In the next scene, an investor was ready to invest in the company. Actually, Ling Ze had talked to that investor before. That investor knew Ling Ze's skills, so he wanted Ling Ze to work in his company. Ling Ze also agrees to this, but because of this, Ling Ze had to go abroad, and Shu Yu didn't know this. In the next scene, Si Yu tells Shu Yu about Ling Ze going abroad. She gets upset and goes to an island with the company, which makes Ling Ze think that Shu Yu has gone there to live. So he also goes after Shu Yu. But Shu Yu tells him, "I came here on a business trip." In the next scene, Dad accepts Shu Wei and Feng's relationship, which makes them both very happy. In the next scene, Yunxi comes to meet Shu Yu because he had realized that he had done very wrong with Ling Ze and Shu Yu, so he apologizes to Shu Yu for every mistake. Shu Yu also forgives him and tells him, "Move on," and leaves from there. In the next scene, Shu Yu is sitting with Feng and is very upset about Ling Ze going abroad, and she doesn't even know if Ling Ze will propose to her or not. In the next scene, Ling Ze calls Shu Yu in the evening. Shu Yu thinks everyone has gathered for Ling Ze's farewell party, but when Shu Yu reaches there, the whole bar is decorated, and all their friends are there because they knew about Ling Ze's plan. Now Ling Ze proposes to Shu Yu in front of everyone, which makes Shu Yu very happy, and she accepts the proposal. Everyone is very happy to see them. Now Ling Ze promises Shu Yu, "I will return from abroad after 1 month and marry you," hearing which, Shu Yu and he hug each other and both kiss each other. In the next scene, after a few years they both get married, and they also had a cute baby to whom they are telling a bedtime story, and here the drama has a happy ending.